Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here. Here's a French copy of Monster Blood. Today we're going to be reviewing The Headless Ghost. Okay, this book was something. I have nothing to say. Let's go. And now for the bleb. They got a real head start. Hilarious! Everyone knows about Hill House. It's the biggest tourist attraction in town. That's because it's haunted. Haunted by the ghost of a 13-year-old boy. A boy with no head. Dwayne and Stephanie love Hill House. It's dark and creepy and totally scary. Still, they've never actually seen the ghost until the night they decide to go on a search. A search for his head. This is my mint copy. I probably shouldn't do that. Quote-unquote mint. No, quote-unquote. Quote-unquote. No, there's definitely not, like, a few tears here and there. So, this book, of course, we go in spoiler territory when you get to the upside, so don't worry. This book. Okay, I will just say, I've heard lots of good things about it. Upon rereading it, it might even be a first read. I know, shocking. Because I didn't remember the entire second half of this book. But this book was a little disappointing in my opinion. It's not terrible, but it's a little mediocre, and I think there's a lot of disappointing factors about it. But if you do like a good old ghost story about, of course, a lot of ghost tales in this book, I love that part. There's so many ghost stories in here that are so clever and cool. If you like that type of story and ghost stories and haunted house stories in general, you will love this book. I love haunted house stories. In Goosebumps, yeah, a little bit. This was just not exactly the best haunted house story in my opinion. I do like the setting and shit, but yeah, I do think this book was a little mediocre. Let's get into the upsides now. So for the upsides, the ghost stories, straight off the bat. Come on, guys. The ghost stories in this book were really good. We had one for Andrew Craw, the Headless Ghost. We had one for the sailor who built the house, apparently. We also had one for this dumbwaiter. Of course, when kids go up it. Kids apparently snuck in the house or some shit when it was abandoned. I don't know. I can't write crawl that part. But, of course, they go up the elevator. Sorry, dumbwaiter. Stops. Disappears. They just vanish. Very interesting. It's not like the episode exactly, but, like, who gives a shit? It's fucking awesome. I don't know if I prefer the episode. Probably do. But, yeah. There are so many awesome ghost stories in this book, and Otto, the one telling them, great character. Straight to our next point. I love the characters in this story. The main characters, I'm kind of on the fence about, since it's like a mix of your two typical stereotypes in Goosebumps. We have the asshole and the scaredy cat. Those are our two stereotypes. Yeah, I just really like the characters in the book, especially Otto and the main characters. There's some great side characters here and there, but one character I did not like so much. We'll get to that in a minute. First thing I really liked about this book was the spookiness. The atmosphere. The creepy. This book really handled that well, and I thought it was just like a perfect ghost story overall. I know I just shat on it for a little bit just a minute ago, like, oh yeah, this was mediocre, but the spookiness, really fucking well done. We have, of course, the first scene where we actually get ghost shit actually happening is when they hear, like, some talking in another room. They open the door, nothing, but they feel cold air around them, like, oh shit, there's ghosts in here. Watch them, just like, fuck you. But yeah, I was just really loved that. Everything ghostly in this book except for one part. I'll get to that in the downsides. Yeah, really well done. I thought it was a great ghost story overall. I really fucking liked it. Another thing we all universally know that was good about the book was the twist. The twist, if you forget the fact that it could make no sense, the more you think about it, the more it could make sense. The twist, Otto and the other girl and basically everybody who was running Hill House is dead. Makes sense. Could not, since people were literally there, like real people seeing them, besides just, a few people. Unless they just decide, yeah, we'll show each other to everybody or something. I don't know how ghost rules work. Anyways, yeah, I really loved that. I loved Otto as a character, and the fact that he's dead is even funnier and also cooler. It's kind of canon to the episode. I mean, it could be the sailor. You never know. Probably. But yeah, I really liked a lot of stuff about this book, but there were some major things that I did not like. Straight off the bat, for downsides, I have to say the final act was sort of weak. Now, I'm not going to say that it's terrible. It's just, there was some stuff in it that was weak. The chase scene, very well done, where they're cornered. He was going to take his head. The boy who's pretending to be Andrew Craw, because, yeah, it's a faker. No, that's not the part that felt like it's weak. Andrew Craw's actual appearance was fucking mediocre. Andrew Craw's appearance, I thought it was gonna be fucking incredible. He was gonna be some sort of maniac. Fucking annoying. I mean, in the episode, I loved him. I thought it was fucking terrible. I mean, terrible, but awesome. His appearance in this book was really mediocre because, okay, guys, I'm just gonna say it. He appeared for like a page and a half. I thought he'd be all over the place in this book, causing chaos like a Scooby-Doo villain or some shit. I don't even give a fuck anymore if he just appeared. Even a few more pages would have been fucking awesome. Like a page and a half, I don't even know how much. It was just not more than a chapter. Really fucking stupid. Yeah, I just really did not like that. It was so fucking bland. Stine, what the fuck? Another thing I didn't like about the final act, again, this character. This is actually the second half of the entire book. This character, this one character, I can't remember his name. The boy's pretending to be Andrew Craw. What a dumb fucking character. I didn't like him from the get-go. I'm like, okay, this is just gonna be a little annoyance in the book. I mean, I thought he was alright when I figured out, oh, this is the guy who's gonna pretend to be Andrew Craw, because I immediately figured out, since I knew there was a few things. I knew a few things, okay? I knew that he was definitely gonna be pretending to be Andrew Craw. But yeah, it was just, what the fuck was his appearance? Why the fuck was he even in the book? Like, they could have just encountered Andrew Craw. But no, he just had to get him into a corner. They had to make the book more suspenseful for no fucking reason, instead of actually showing a real fucking ghost until the final few fucking chapters. Really fucking annoying. I did not like his character. Didn't like him. I thought he did have some good moments, but overall, a weak character with a weak reveal. I kinda wish that he was Andrew Craw. It would have been a way cooler concept, and I mean, even if it was predictable, would have loved it, okay? I would have loved it. But yeah, of course, I just spatted a bunch of shit about this book I don't like, but I still don't hate it. Let's get to the rating. So, you might be surprised, I'm gonna give this book a 6.5 out of 10. Not great, but I'm just gonna say that this book is good. It's solid good. Not a very high 6.5. I'm just gonna give it like the middle-ist 6.5 out of 10. There was some great shit in there. I really liked the ghost stuff, the setting, the atmosphere. There were some great stories in here, great characters. But there was a few characters, like Andrew Craw's appearance. The pacing was a bit off. I did not like the kid pretending to be Andrew Craw. It was boring and felt like it would have been actually better if he was, honestly. Maybe just because I've been rating so many Goosebumps books with that same old twist before, like, oh, I'm actually here. I'm the real Shaggy bullshit. If you know, you know. But yeah, this book was just kind of a bitch, but also really good at the same time. Very mixed, as you can tell. It's probably the lowest I've given an original 62 book in a while. Jesus. And I didn't even hate that one. I thought it was just good. Anyways, yeah. That's all I have to say about this book. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Will they attack you? Dare not ask the question. Looking all around for some sort of protection. A primitive weapon.